What is going to happen if TikTok gets banned? What will happen? Because a lot of people, like myself, rely on TikTok not just for monetary value and for commissions, but also as a social aspect. As someone who has a disability, actually several, I really rely on TikTok for my social needs, my entertainment, my emotional needs, and also it does help with income. This is a very powerful question as the United States highest court, the Supreme Court, is going to rule if it will be banned or not. And then where are we going to go from there? What is going to happen? Well, I have some questions and I have some answers to that. So, the uncertain future of TikTok, it could teach us resilience and to adapt to change. That's one way to respond to it. Everybody's in a panic, including myself. For me, TikTok, if I do happen to have to leave it, unfortunately, due to whatever the government decides, I will be going to Red Note. 谢谢你. No, I'm kidding. I have been learning Mandarin because I've been to China, and I do know Mandarin, just a little bit. But basically, I don't know how to read the characters. And it's a long joke on TikTok about people learning Mandarin just for Red Note. Honestly, there are some alternatives. I will not be going to Reels. I will most likely be going to YouTube Shorts. I have made a YouTube called Talk to Jax, and it's my Social Wealth podcast, 5 things. Again, subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed. Thank you so much for listening. You can like, share, comment, and follow, and always leave a comment. The engagement really helps, and I get to know what you like and if you like what I talk about. But basically, I learned from going through a lot in my life. I've lost like 2 YouTube channels. I had thousands of followers, almost 5,000, which isn't a lot. It's a micro influencer, but it was still a lot of people. And the biggest mistake I made was not getting the email list. So I do love Substack because my podcast, I do it on Substack, and then I transfer it to YouTube. And basically, I love Substack because it has you sign up with email. So having an email. And I think Shorts is the best option for TikTok. And the reason being is that maybe TikTok to me is like Shorts, but without the filters. And if we could just switch the filters and have YouTube have the filters, then TikTok is great. Also, YouTube could buy TikTok. That's another alternative. Or, but if Elon Musk does it, like, will he change the name and mess it up? And then, of course, I will be talking about the algorithm. I wanted to tell you guys that we are the algorithm. And if you like what you're seeing, always like and comment and show engagement and share and all of that good stuff. Turn on your notifications because that tells the algorithm that you like that. And if you don't like what you see, it's not just TikTok that's positive. You could carry that anywhere with you. We should hold up the standard to TikTok to every single platform because we allowed Facebook and we allowed Instagram, in a sense, to be a toxic place. We put up very, very high standards that we are now complaining about, but we only have ourselves to blame. I talk about accountability a lot. So, what does it mean if you lose your TikTok? What it means is that you can look at it as a test of resilience. To change. It's an opportunity. Every loss is an opportunity. I've lost irreplaceable things, just like the LA fires that are going on right now. I have lost a home. I have lost valuable objects, valuable pictures, like actual like pictures that were not backed up in a cloud. And I learned a lesson the hard way, and I'll never get them back. And I've had to learn to live with that loss. But I was able to turn it to an opportunity of never lose my memory, but also I turned it into a what did I do wrong and how do I not do this again? So if you do lose your brand, make sure you get email lists. Make sure it's a time to rebrand, a time to look at this in a new lens, a new perspective. So losing a platform isn't the end. It's a chance to rebuild, to grow and thrive in ways you never imagined. You cannot lose hope. Use this moment as a catalyst for innovation and growth. Resilience is key. To me, well, today I wrote that resilience is key to adapting and thriving in life, especially as we enter an era of social media regulation. It is no longer the Wild West of 2020. So, if you look at the Industrial Revolution, this is the technological revolution in the early 20th century. We're now in the early 21st century, and basically, there are now sanctions. Social media is getting regulated, so we can't just post whatever. It's good and bad. It's bad in the sense that now governments are finding out ways that to make it a little harder to make money, as they always do, but they're finding ways to regulate it. It's good for children because they're putting new rules and bans and all that, but bad for income. And also, you always want to be for me, I'm always a creator that if I make my content so it's for everybody, and I always keep that in mind because you can't control anyone else, you can only control yourself. And if your content is R-rated, you want to make sure to put all the privacies and respect all the regulations and all the laws with that. With that being said, in an ever-evolving digital landscape, platforms that once felt like permanent fixtures can vanish overnight, leaving creators and users scrambling to adapt. And basically, for me, I feel that art, just like life, is unpredictable. Nothing is secure. The only thing, not even your health is secure. That's why I talk about health and finance, because your finances aren't secure if your mental health isn't there. So this is why this is a very important lesson that nothing stays the same. You always have to be ready to tear it down and build it up. The good thing is, as you go down, once you hit that bottom, you get to go back up. So that's the good thing. It's fun. It can be a little bit addicting. So TikTok, a platform synonymous with creativity and cultural influence, faces ongoing threats of bans in various countries. This uncertainty serves as a stark reminder that the digital world is no longer the Wild West of 2020, where platforms grew with little oversight. I mean, they just grew phenomenally. People looked at it like, oh, it's that guy in his mom's basement. If you're in Florida, there is no basement unless you're in Upper Florida. But basically, it's like, oh, who's that wackadoo? Who is that weirdo? No one's gonna listen to him. And now, fast forward 2025, here we are. This is today. Today, politics, data privacy, and information control all play a central role in shaping the online space. So it is becoming a very real place. It has always been a real place. If you're a Gen Z millennial, you kind of know this growing up because parents were like, oh, you just turn it off. It's not real. Yes, it's real. And also, they have a Facebook addiction, the older generation. So there's social media for everybody. No one is safe. This isn't just about individual free speech or creativity. It's about the power of information, its manipulation, and the growing push for regulation. Governments are increasingly concerned about the data TikTok collects and the potential influence it wields. For creators and users alike, the question becomes, how do we cope, rebuild, and stay resilient if TikTok disappears? Rebuilding is tough, but it's possible. Losing a platform like TikTok feels overwhelming, especially for me and people like me who use platforms to spread awareness. Like I told you, it's my mental health and social needs to connect with others. Sometimes I can't make it out of my house for days. And when I have engagement, especially on TikTok, just do TikTok live, I don't have to wear makeup because I just put a filter on. It's very, décontracté, very relaxed. And I love that. I love the genuine interaction that TikTok has and encourages. And we should bring that over to other platforms, but it encourages that authenticity. So it is really sad. It is difficult. Life is challenging with disability, both physical and mental, significantly more in your 20s and 30s, at least from my point of view. I even have a DNR. So TikTok was fun to me. I felt more connected and not as isolated on days where I couldn't leave the house. I have severe Crohn's disease, if you'd like to know, and I also have complex PTSD. So I have also lost irreplaceable memories, as I mentioned. I've been through a lot that I do not want to get banned, so I cannot say. If you want to know, my Substack is below, and I changed it. My Substack is Talk to Jax. It's the same thing. I have to go back and change all of the links underneath my YouTube now. But yes, it is Talk to Jax, and let me write this down so you guys know with my diamond pen. So Talk to Jax. And that's how you'll get my blog if you want to know what I've been through, you want to know more of my thoughts. What I read and what I write are two different things, especially what I say on YouTube, because there are regulations and I'm more expressive writing. I don't know if you guys are like that, but I find that I am. So I'm soon to go on SSI disability despite having a Master of Science in the Applied Learning Sciences. So the social media, it is from the University of Miami, but social media is for people like me. It's perfect for people who are housebound or who, like, I can't drive because I'm too sick. So basically, it's perfect for us because it allows us that mobility. So normal, like I say normies, but people who are blessed enough to have all the physical prowess throughout their whole lives and they don't have any diseases or anything are so lucky. But think about the people, the minority like us, that really depend on this for our lives, for our livelihood. So this is going to be very challenging for us. Losing TikTok will be another challenge in my life and others. It was more raw. So the thought of starting over, building a new audience, and reestablishing yourself on another platform can be daunting, especially if you've already poured years of efforts into growing your presence. I understand how tough it is to lose what you've created. I really do. I've experienced it myself, as I said before. The truth is, rebuilding after a loss, it isn't easy. It takes time, energy, and patience. But even though it may feel like an uphill battle, it's important to remember that it can be done. You did it once before, you can do it again. That's the beauty of it. And you can make it better, like make it another version. You can't give up. You can never give up, because if you give up, then what's the point? What's the point of anything? You should be having gratitude right now, the fact that you even had a platform, that you had millions of followers. So if I were you right now, I'd be getting the emails, like, just like if I was working for someone, and like just ask people their emails, just get it, like make a post, like, please, what's your emails, one by one, get bots to help you, get a Discord server. Actually, no, that's better. It's a better idea. Do Discord, get a Discord server, send out the links, tell everyone to follow you on every other platform, and then that way you can savage. Most of them will follow. Mostly, it should be like 30% engagement if you're doing really well. So you'll get 30% of them. Not everyone will see it. People have lives. Don't take it personally. People, you don't know what they're doing, and that's how it should be. So it takes time, energy, patience. But even though it may feel like uphill battle, it's important to remember that it can be done. Resilience, creativity, and a willingness to adapt are the keys to navigating these challenges. It's natural to feel frustrated, discouraged, or even hopeless in moments like this. But please don't lose hope. You've rebuilt before and you could do it again. While the digital landscape may feel uncertain, the skills and lessons you've gained along the way are yours to keep, babe, and they'll help you create something even better. So think about this as a new project, a new challenge. And I understand the impact of losing a platform. I don't really want to get into that because I know it's not just followers, but it's access to communities, income streams, opportunities for growth. But again, you have to adapt and rebuild. Don't look backwards, look forward. You got to be forward. If you look backwards, do it to reflect, do it to learn a lesson, not to stay in that past. That's how depression is, from the fact that you can't remember what you're sad about. So you're still sad about it. And sad is a light word, but you're still upset about that, but you just can't remember what it is. So you don't want to get stuck in that loop. So you want to redefine your goals and find new ways to connect with your audience. And here are 5 ways to cope if TikTok disappears. I will copy paste it on the bottom of this video. So you can save all data by going to settings, account, download data, select all data in text format, and then you can put that, bam, USB, perfect, in memory. You want to diversify your online presence, like I was saying. There's a single platform is a common mistake many creators make. If you only have TikTok, you have made a mistake. There is Reddit, there's Instagram, there's Discord. Like I was saying, you want to, there's Snap, there's Lemonade, there's everything. There's even Clapper, Rednote. Like, you have to be on all of it. I don't know why they called it Clapper, but yeah, I don't think I'll be joining that one. And then you want to action step. So you want to cross post. I always cross post. Even LinkedIn, quite honestly, LinkedIn has been very helpful. I have no clue how. And Neighbor, the Nextdoor Neighbor app, that's also has a lot of engagement, and it's very authentic because it's small. Anything small but reaches a lot of people is really, really helpful. You want to engage your audience across multiple channels. You want to use it to strengthen to strengthen your connection with your audience. You want to encourage them to follow, subscribe with your email list. Okay, you want to follow on multiple platforms. Join communities like Discord. A strong relationship ensures success. Okay, so share all those links, and you want to save and back up all content. Losing irreplaceable content like videos or photos can feel devastating. Avoid this by regularly downloading your TikTok videos. I do this and save them to an external hard drive or cloud storage. This not only protects your work, but also allows you to repurpose it on other platforms. You repurpose it in new ways. Just be careful with the copyright. I've had channels deleted because I didn't keep the TikTok watermark when I used a sound from them. You want to do that because Google doesn't play around. And you could also purchase space on Google, memory space. You probably already knew this. You also want to develop a brand beyond TikTok, okay? Your brand should transcend any single platform. Focus on building a website, a blog, or podcast like this, where you can create long-form content that complements your short-form video. So short-form is wonderful, and for a lot of people, it is something that complements their actual goal. So think of shorts like free marketing, free advertising for the actual goal, your actual content that you want people to pay for or invest in or see, okay? The shorts get it out there to fresh eyes, but then, it's like fishing. If you guys ever fish, you just like in Zelda too. You never know what you're gonna get. Sometimes you get like a boot, sometimes you get a gem, sometimes you get a monster. It just depends, or sometimes you get what you want and you get an actual fish. I imagine this mask. I did a lot of fishing, and I have no clue how I got all those rupees, but I did. Anyways, so you want to focus on building a website, a blog, a podcast, long-term, long-form commitment and content, okay? Long-term commitment. No commitment phobes are allowed here. Having your own space aligned gives you control over your content and audience. So create with tools like Squarespace or Wix to host your portfolio, videos, and contact information. And you want to stay resilient and open to change. Losing a platform is challenging, but that's not the end. History shows that adaptability is one of the most valuable skills in the digital world. Treat this as an opportunity to innovate, explore new platforms, and evolve your content strategy. Okay? The potential TikTok ban is a reminder of how quickly the digital landscape can change. While platforms come and go, resilience remains a constant. It will always be there. Resilience is your strength, okay? Resilience, you need that to be successful. While platforms come and go, resilience remains a constant. By diversifying your presence, saving your data, and exploring new opportunities, you can adapt to any challenge the digital world throws your way. Think of it like a bulldozer coming, smashing your whole business, okay? You have a whole skyscraper, 500 floors, okay? Bam, gone. But you can rebuild, okay? You can rebuild. You can always rebuild. And it's a lot easier because you are the architect of your world. Losing a platform is only magitated through diversifying your presence, saving your data, and exploring new opportunities. You can adapt to any challenge this way. Losing a platform isn't the end. It's a chance to rebuild, grow, and thrive in ways you never imagined. Don't lose hope. Use this moment as a catalyst for innovation and growth. Your journey doesn't stop here. It's just the beginning. So this is Jackie Gonzales. Thank you so much. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Talk to Jax, and also my Substack because I changed it to Talk to Jax. And I cannot wait for the next episode. See you there. And again, don't be sad, you guys. If we stay the way we approach TikTok, if we stay open-minded, fun, and just remembering that we're all people and we're all real human beings, we're all textured, we're all people, we're all imperfect. We're gonna have fun on any platform. It doesn't have to be just TikTok. TikTok did not make it magical. You made it magical. You made it possible.